who got it playing loud in the background? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Instant Replay, presented by the ACS Universe. What's going on, guys?
What's happening?
What's up?
Y'all ready to go?
Everything is
Yeah. It sounds.
All right, you guys, before we jump in any further, let me introduce the hosts of Instant Replay.
I'm PJ. Find me on Instagram at i.r.pj.
I'm Jonathan. You can find me at i.r.jonathan on Instagram and Twitter.
I'm Sloan at getfitwithsloan.com.
And of course, I'm ACS. You can find me everywhere at 2279 ACS. Another week not in the books yet. We still have one more game to be played in about an hour. And our picks and things of that nature will reflect that. So, guys, what you think about this past weekend and this sport we love so much?
There was a lot of moving around.
Yeah.
I think the NFL's teetering on disaster or totally redeeming itself. But it's teetering to me.
I would agree with that sentiment. That's that would be. We'll talk about that in a little bit about how our thoughts on and feelings on how they've taken care of business so far. But yes, I will agree with that. The NFL is like this right now as far as the way things could go.
Come on, Cam. Put your mouth down.
All right, so look, we're gonna do a little bit different. We're gonna keep the same structure as far as we go through the scores, and when we have news to talk about the games, we'll talk about it.
What the hell is going on in there? Holy!
Did somebody knock over a shelf, man? What's going on?
Man, look.
You got a band?
My dogs are eating. They have to be fed at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they call it pit birds.
All right, so check this. What's up?
Put the bowls up. Now we good.
Oh man. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if I can find. Oh, here we go. So we're gonna start with this. We're gonna run through these real fast because we never get to it because we start doing and we start talking, and there's so much to talk about with the National Football League that we hardly ever get to NCAA football, which we're fans of. We're fans. We haven't forgotten about college football. So let's see where we at here. All right. So NCAA football, we're just going to go through these scores from the last week 6, which is just wild. College football is like they're pretty much a week ahead of the NFL as they always are, but it just seems wild considering that a lot of these conferences when it comes to college football didn't even start till, later in the season. Played against Tennessee on this past Saturday, won the game, got to play better than that because the game this weekend is not a joke at all.
That score was a little pumped up because of the first play.
I give a little miscue on the first play. Still, first
it was looking rough at the half, man.
Yeah, it was, and the team we're playing put up some. Well, we're about to get to what they put up right there, so we can't be playing around. This game, Clemson continues to roll, number 1 team in the country, 42-17 over Miami. Miami was highly touted coming to that one. Alabama, Ole Miss. Alabama do be giving up them points though. But 63-48. We'll just go through this top 25 stuff. 38.
Stop with the Alabama with the point. Man, wait a minute. I've been trying to be quiet and hold it together. All this bullshit that everybody talk about down here in the South. Oh, the SEC played defense. Where the hell was the defense? Now you call it SEC. Now you call it SEC, the Big 12 South. That's all I got to say because you look at all those scores on that board. There ain't no damn softball score. Them look like basketball scores at halftime.
Hey, man, I'm not arguing with your point at all. It's been ugly. Yeah, it has.
It ain't been ugly. It's been great for some people. But I'm a defensive guy. I prefer those low-scoring games anyway. It just makes me crazy.
Yeah. Texas A&M 41-38 over Florida. They went down there and Yo, Texas had A&M had a lot of fans in the stands, which was a lot. They had enough fans to where Florida was. They had a gripe about it because they couldn't do. Their quarterback couldn't hear himself when he was trying to do stuff out there. But that's the way
that's football. What he complaining about? He just his quarterback wasn't communicating properly.
They done got used to 17 people in the stands, and that's how they made their game plan. Which you can never do that. Notre Dame, Florida State, Notre Dame on top of them. North Carolina over Virginia Tech, Auburn over Arkansas, close game. Damn, that was close enough. I don't remember that being that close. BYU out here doing things. Your boys, Sloan out here smashing. Dude, that was a good game, man.
That was a damn. Well, we thought it was a good game. I'm sure Sloan.
Oh, Sloan probably like, hey, get out of here with that nonsense.
Well, wait a minute. Stop. Now, I would tell you it was a good game for the first 3 quarters. After that, Lincoln Riley. If I was the chancellor of University of Oklahoma, I would have fired his ass just for winning that game like he did in the mountain. Because number one, you have 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and you fourth down on your 45, and your other team has no timeouts. You go and throw a damn pass, and it's incomplete. That's like that's like an extra timeout, and then the only thing they had to do is go 43 yards or so to get a touchdown to tie the game and send it to overtime. You are a dumbass. Now, that's because we learned how to coach from Mike Leach, always trying to get cute and fancy. He should have just punted the ball and take your chances on that. But I know why he did it. He was afraid of his defense was going to let him down, which they did at the end. Then they came back and got.
They gave up the lead in the fourth quarter again.
That's what I'm saying. We are a third quarter team. I just think they out of shape, man. I'm serious. They out of shape. Yeah. They have no conditioning.
Yeah. I mean,
there ain't no possibility. They out of shape.
We're seeing that all in sports now. Guys not being in condition.
And the final game.
I don't give a damn about nobody else. I just care about the Sooners. So that's how I look at it.
Last game in the top 25. Iowa State over Texas Tech. They pretty much dominated that game. So we're gonna run through college, and like I said, as far as my boys that's on this hat right here, the game. I don't give a rest of the season. Show me something, or I'm gonna be talking the same way Sloan talking about his coach. I'm gonna be talking about mine. So we ain't got time for none of that stuff. And it's in Alabama too, and they probably gonna have a few fans off in the stands. So with that being said, let's move to the NFL. The scores from this past weekend. Obviously, like I said, we got one more game left to complete Week 5 of the NFL season, and between Tennessee and
the Bills.
Yeah, Tennessee and Buffalo, which. It's going to be a.
They're both undefeated.
Yeah, that's
got 4-0 and 5-0, right?
That's
or 3-0 and 4-0.
Yeah. Well, Tennessee they've had their problems with the
COVID.
Yeah, with COVID. So that's where we stand on that one. So let's just jump right in. We'll start with Thursday night's game.
For once, I really thought that we were going to have a good Thursday night game.
Yeah.
And it was for 2 quarters, if you were a Bucks fan.
Yeah.
That third quarter was the second sloppiest quarter of football I ever seen any team play.
No, stop it. You got an old-ass quarterback that's trying to be young again, and everybody know his skills are gone. See, I know you a homer. I understand. But all those old quarterbacks got shown up. And the NFL has passed them by, and you've seen it before your eyes this year. There's another quarterback that's going to be shipped out, and a lot of people not going to like what I have to say tonight when we get to that particular game. It's going to be brutal tonight, and I already gave the disclaimer. The views and opinions that are giving on ACS is not the opinions of ACS, only the opinions of Sloan, where he's doing the signified. So let me make sure I get up with everybody out there in TV land.
All right, so hey, we saw what happened in the second half of the game, especially as the game wound down. Chicago gets the field goal to go ahead. Tom Brady gets the ball, and as we've become accustomed to as football fans, not for a long time, you give Tom Brady the ball with that much time left, and you're expecting to see some things. He made a couple mistakes. One which was very mental mistake that was not a good look.
Definitely not for him.
No. He thought it was third down and it was fourth down, and it was not. We were,
That's that age, man. That's that age.
Yeah. He's out there
but it's that age.
In the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Call the home.
For those of y'all who don't know, go ahead, PJ.
In that series, they had, in that series they had taken a timeout already.
Mm-hmm.
So they had first down, didn't go nowhere. They called the timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Then they ran, so there was not one coach in his ear saying, all right, Tom, we're going in 2nd and 8 or 2nd and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
So it's on. Man, how did he forget what down he was on? It's fucking mind blowing.
His age, when you get knocked on your ass all night by Khalil Mack, you lose your brains.
Yeah, it was nobody in his ear telling him that. You know why? Because he's told who's their damn offensive coordinator down there?
Byron Leftwich.
Byron Leftwich.
Yeah.
I want to do my own thing. You don't need to be on my ass. I guarantee you. Like I said, that whole third quarter, none of that shit would have happened on a Bill Belichick run team. And I guarantee you, he would have been told 16 times in his ear what down it was.
Yeah.
On a Belichick run team.
Oh hell yeah.
And speaking of,
he ain't in New England anymore. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So are we going to see more of these lapses come through now?
Maybe.
Yeah, Hell because AB. Go ahead, AC.
No, I was just saying. Yeah, I won't be surprised. I was surprised at that one, for obvious reasons. But I don't think I'll be surprised going down, especially if it's going to be if you're like PJ was saying. He telling them, hey, y'all don't need to be in my ear throughout the game. I got this. So and
one of the biggest problems though was the offense getting penalized. How many penalties were? It was the offense, man. They were getting false starts like.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It seemed like it was every other down, man.
Unnecessary roughness. At one point, it was third. It was 3rd and 37.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, guys. Come on. Let me break this down to y'all in football terms. You know why they were getting all those false starts? You had that front 7 for the Chicago Monsters of the Midway that were putting it on that ass, and he was getting in the huddle. So y'all better hold him out. Hold them out now. Hold them out. And they couldn't.
No,
and I told everybody at the beginning of the year, that offensive line going to get Brady beat up. And it's been happening. And everybody has seen it now and know.
I also mentioned, too, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, how many times we heard Khalil Mack's name, or we heard it several times on Thursday night. As the second half, he came alive, and, I can't. Obviously, I'm a Packers fan, so that that's our division rivals. But I can't even hate on that. He came alive. He came alive in the second half. That was that's what I guess you want to say that the big time stars in the NFL do. They come alive when it means the most. So and he did. He came alive. He gave Brady some fits. He was through an offensive lineman. He threw an offensive lineman. Awesome. The play was over. He's like, man,
he increased his insurance policy.
And Brady told his line, look, you got to keep this guy off me, double him, do whatever you got to do. And he got sacked at one point, didn't know who sacked him, and he turned around and saw Khalil Mack, and he just put his head back and rolled his eyes.
Yeah,
he's like, God damn it again.
Yeah, that guy. All right, so yes, that was Go ahead.
That's what happened when the nightmare comes and you close your eyes, you open it up, it's still there.
All right, next game, man, on the list, obviously, is Panthers-Falcons, divisional game. Falcons come in there, and it didn't look good from the start, quite honestly. Panthers come in there. Panthers are rolling along without Christian McCaffrey, as we might add to that. They got a nice wide receiver over there that's doing his thing. And so I'll leave the floor.
Couple of young guys over there doing.
Couple of young guys. Teddy B out here balling. Like we already knew Teddy B could ball, but I mean this is with limited parameters because as Teddy B, you come into the season, you expect, you know what? I do have this guy that's in my backfield who is fire, and I can always count on him. He hasn't been there the past couple of weeks. And the weeks that he hadn't been there, the Panthers have won all of those games. So that's something to also think about in the back of your mind. But I'll leave the floor open to you guys. The Falcons, man, we saw a lot of changes Sunday evening come from this game.
Yes, Sloan.
Well, what? Well, I was going to play taps tonight. But anyway, I think there's going to be a changing of the guard in A-Town. Hey, Pipper. And I think that with the new coach coming in, new general manager, I think I won't be surprised if the quarterback situation changes going forward. I think Matt Ryan, I think he has 2 years on his deal. I think they're going to give him 1 year left and try to bring in another quarterback because, like I said, to be sensible, to be respectful, the changing of the guard in the NFL would have happened about 25 years ago if they would allow the quarterbacks that are dominating football now play. Now they realize with the more athleticism you're getting with your defensive guys, you can't be a statue sitting in the backfield anymore. And the quarterback situation is sort of like the honeymoon is over. Now you're seeing the kids are crying, throwing tantrums. Now you're gonna see what the marriage is all about. That's what this is. That's what this looked like. Yeah. And you know how it is. Guys being married, you find out what you got at home when the stress comes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they got to see what they got left. Yeah, they got to see what they got left. If they let him go, next year, if they release him, I think it's a $26 million hit. Just a dead cap hit that they're not going to be able to.
But the question you got to ask yourself, where would he land? Because you look at all the quarterbacks now, they all can do one thing. They all can get out of the way and they can truck defensive backs. And there's
places he can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how long will it last? You look at the teams that are at the top of the echelons, they all got feet.
He won't care. He won't care. Just like Gurley, because he's got his contract paid. He'll go for somewhere for cheap.
Well, we'll see what he does with the new coach.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But
because that could have a lot to do with how his play has been going too.
Yeah.
But I was just surprised that all this happened so fast. I was just surprised.
No, I mean, we asked the question in 4 downs, what coaches were on the hot seat. Quinn was one of them.
Yeah. But I expected,
and I think AC said it. He said it. I said, no, Blank ain't going to do that. He's going to wait till the end of the year and made me look. I guess I was wrong.
Well, that's one of the things you say it was surprising. Yeah, because I figured that they would, being you have Arthur Blank, that if they were going to do it after this game, it would have been after all the games have been played. And then they wait till, tomorrow morning and announce that, instead they did it swiftly. Game was over with. Next thing I know, we in the chat.
I don't think he was off the field, was he?
Yeah.
The clock hit zero on his phone rang.
I wouldn't be surprised he had his mind made up and shit after the first half, man. He got to go.
Yeah, he might have did, man. And so I mean, no, that's first hand. You're right on the money because it was made. It's a very swift decision, and along with Dimitrov too, out of here, y'all. Go take it. And you know what? Dan Quinn will be somebody's defensive coordinator next year, guaranteed. He's going to be somebody's defensive coordinator because that's his side of the ball, and that's I think where he works the best. He will be. And look,
there's a spot open in Houston for a coach.
Dimitrov will be a GM somewhere.
There's a spot open.
I don't know.
Hell no.
I don't know about him now. But and look, a new coach is
actually, you know what? Don't the Houston Texans need a GM and a head coach?
They gonna hire the pair. Look at how Sloan looking. Nah, man. I'll tell you who do need a defensive coordinator, and we'll get to that when we get to that game. But So obviously you think, especially if they bring a young coach in there, you already seen what happened with my team. Brought the young coach in there, and he went ahead and drafted somebody, which got my boy on fire for that shit. But hey, I appreciate it, that draft pick, because he playing lights out this season. But anyway, if they bring a young coach,
Love will never quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. I promise you, he's gonna be gone.
If they bring a younger coach in there, though, a younger coach is obviously gonna say, "Hey, Matt Ryan, you've had your time." A younger coach coming in there now. If they bring a veteran coach in there, he might look at Matt Ryan and say, "I got something." But a younger coach might tell, "Hey," he might go ahead and draft. And I saw an interesting stat before we move on to the next game. Interesting stat, probably about an hour before we went on, talking about how many times Bill Belichick has drafted a quarterback when he had Tom Brady. How many times he's drafted a quarterback in the later rounds of the draft? 5, 6 times. Guess how many times the Falcons have done it since they've had Matt Ryan, who is just Matt Ryan, not Tom Brady, but Matt Ryan.
0. Yeah, because you're talking. They had Matt Castle for a while. They had they have Jay Shockley back there for a year.
Think about that now. The greatest coach ever drafted a quarterback behind the greatest quarterback ever several times throughout his tenure, and then the Falcons they won't draft a quarterback behind Matt Ryan. They just keep picking up these what's the dude that went to the Texans and came back? You know what I'm talking about? What's the dude's name? He went to the Texans through all them pick sixes. Yeah, Matt Schaub.
Matt Schaub. Yeah.
See that's probably
man. Look.
Sometimes no position is safe with Bill Belichick, man. He'll trade you in up there in a heartbeat.
Well, that's true. That's why sometimes it's like a parent. Sometimes some parents don't instill fear in children. They get complacent at home and don't clean the rooms. Bill Belichick is the parent that instills fear in the child. He said, "I better do what I'm supposed to, because Papa gonna get me." And that's what happens. Sometimes you gotta, if you understand the psyche of your quarterback, you know what you can do, and you know what you cannot do to get them going. Some people just don't like that kind of pressure. And if you understand that, you know why you don't need to do that. That's all. It's that simple.
So next game, Bengals, Ravens. Ravens rolled. Bengals,
Joe Burrow looked human.
Yeah, looked like a rookie. Yeah. Looked like a rookie. And obviously that was probably the game plan coming in. I mean, the last time the Ravens played, the Kansas City Chiefs kind of put it on them something. So they game plan changed. They say, we got a rookie quarterback. Let's go out here and show them what's going on. Next game, Jaguars, Texans.
You had 4 weeks of tape on that Joker. That's why he looked like a rookie.
Next game, Jaguars, Texans.
I apologize for the rumbling in the background. That is the pit bird and the tiny bird playing.
We figured so much. So Jaguars, Texans, obviously what you'd expect from the two teams at the bottom of that division. Texans got their first win of the season. Romeo Cornell, oldest coach, getting it with a victory, with a dub in the column. Yep. And so we'll see where that goes. Let's see. Next game, Raiders, Chiefs. Hold
on for a minute. But you know about the Texans game? Excuse me for a second.
Go ahead.
They popped champagne after that win.
Oh, the Texans? Yeah. They did.
They popped the bottle, man. Yeah. Say the wicked witch is gone.
Hey, obviously, just a final thought on that one. We all love Romeo. I don't think. I mean, he took a couple of head coaching jobs. I don't think he was quite ready for that yet. But as a defensive coordinator, Romeo Cornell is fire. So next game,
Romeo, the camera going and walk through. That's why he had a losing record down.
Great. All right, Raiders, Chiefs. That game, good game, man. Good game. Obviously, Chiefs collect their first L of the season. The Raiders just seem. I mean, they've been showing up against a couple good teams. You can say what you want about the Saints when they beat them, but I think the Saints, obviously, with they got a golden age guy at the QB position right now. But anyway, at this game, Derek Carr I thought played well. He threw the ball well. And the Chiefs, man, look, like y'all exposed him. The Chargers did.
We talked about it last week.
The formula's been figured out, man.
Yeah. You have to
containment.
if you put it squarely on Patrick Mahomes, and don't get me wrong, Patrick Mahomes is fire, but if you put it squarely on his shoulders and take away that run game, then guess what happens? And you score points to complement taking away the run game from the Chiefs. Then this is the result of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
So
same
the
thing.
question
with Lamar,
is,
though,
how important is Patrick Mahomes? Is the question.
No, he's very important. But if you put it squarely on his shoulders, they got to have something to unless it's come to the point where like the Raiders were scoring with him. Now, if the Raiders were keeping them from scoring but only scored like 10 points the whole game, then you're in trouble. You're in big time trouble because that last 5 minutes of that any quarter can happen where they throw up 3 touchdowns and you're done. But they kept scoring as they stopped the Chiefs from scoring, which also, you know what I'm saying? Like, which helped them to collect that W.
You know what they did is that they stopped that deep attack, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They kept Patrick Mahomes at almost 50% completion percentage.
Which is ridiculous.
But it was running a cover 2 shell the whole game, playing 5-man underneath. That if you were looking at that, it was running a bunch of cover 6 packages. They ran a bunch of dime packages, and they ran like a cover 2 shell. They were playing 5-man underneath, and what they were doing, anything that was outside in the outside thirds on both halves, they basically were double covering the guys. That's why you found like Cheetah didn't get loose as much, and actually they would just let Kelsey run through the middle all the time,
and that's what I was just gonna say. They gave up the middle. They gave up the middle. They said, you know what, this is fine. We're not gonna lose with 8, 9, 10-yard completions. You know, we got to get rid of that strike fast. You know, 50-yard completion for a touchdown. You know, once a series, and Mahomes was trying for it. He just. Those guys couldn't get separation, and coverage was just too good. And so this was the first game this season with the Chiefs that Kelsey was at a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
Hey, but did you realize that if you watch that game? No, the game before the Raiders played is when the Chiefs played San Diego. They were running the same defense with a couple of twists as the San Diego Chargers were. The only difference is the Raiders were playing straight man all the way, but they was running they were running 3 deep, single high safety. But what happened was with Kansas, with the Raiders did, they came back and started running 2 deep, double high safeties, and that made the difference, man. And 2, man, they shut down the run. They made them one-dimensional pretty much the whole game, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah,
I gotta apologize. I was able to only glance at these games because I was driving back from Florida during the 12 o'clock game.
I was
barely able to watch them. I was listening to all of them on Red Zone, but I couldn't watch because I had a bunch of kids in the car and I'm driving 80 miles an hour down the highway in the rain. So
man, you should have made your old lady drive. You needed to put her to work. Should have made her get behind the wheel. So you had a job to do.
Yeah.
I was working too. I checked in on, but then I just had to watch a bunch of highlights as well. But so that's what I'm saying. And also, we can't forget the Raiders put up 40. That was very important. Like I was saying, you can hold the Chiefs down all you want to, but if you can only score like 10 points, you're done.
I mean, they still scored 32 points.
Oh, but
the Chiefs can be scored on, man.
That's another stat.
What we keep saying this year. They can be scored on.
That's another stat that came out of this game too. Before we move to the next one, that was crazy. And all of the times Patrick Mahomes has lost since he's been in the National Football League, his average score for his team is 31 points. Dude, you average 31 points in losses. That's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous.
But you know what's so funny about that? They said with Patrick Mahomes, he has not lost double digits for the first time this year. I think the Raiders was the team that did it to him. With the biggest margin, I think was 8 points, something like that. I mean, it was real phenomenal how they came up with that statistic, man. So
in the next game,
it's been pretty interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, but by no means, I mean, you know, that's just an L for the Chiefs. By no means do we think that this is, you know, the end of the road.
It's not the end of the world. Now, AC, tell me this: we all agreed at the beginning of the year that the Chiefs were going to give one away. We all agreed.
Oh yeah,
we all thought. I know I picked the Chiefs to win the game. I thought they were just going to go in and wipe them up.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so
but
they
that's
gave
in
one
the
away.
division.
Yeah, that's a division.
Yeah.
Division game, which is
That's a bigger loss than just a loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So next game we'll hit up
Right,
Cardinals,
right.
Jets. Cardinals. You know, Cardinals get back on those the winning the W side of gameplay. Kyler Murray once again. I mean, it was against the Jets, but Kyler Murray once again was out there just making dudes miss and doing his thing. The Jets, man, I don't know what else to put out there. Y'all got any thoughts on this game besides
move on? Jets, keep going.
Yeah.
I think they didn't ruin that quarterback. The quarterback is ruined.
Yeah.
That young quarterback.
Maybe if they
Adam
would
Gase still has a job.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy. Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Woody don't like to spend no money, man. Woody doesn't like to spend any money, so Woody gonna keep him a while and run his course and ruin the quarterback. Might kill the quarterback's career.
All right, Eagles, Steelers. Eagles, take another L for the season. Obviously, Steelers playing good football right now.
Yeah, but they kept up with them. That there's a 9-point difference in this game, but
the game is closer than the scores the score shows. Yes. Pittsburgh 4-0 for the first time since 19. Jesus Christ, Terry Bradshaw is still quarterback.
Yeah, Terry Bradshaw. Yeah,
that's what
I heard. That
they went to the Super Bowl.
Steelers keep rolling on. Obviously, they have yet to play some of those division opponents that their division is pretty. The division is a little. I mean, it's not in the NFC West by any stretch.
They play Cleveland this week.
Yeah, good. Hey.
They play Cleveland this week.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
Hey, who's that wide receiver? How the hell do the Steelers know how to draft wide receivers?
You know why?
Dude?
You know why?
What the hell?
Because Mike Tomlin was a wide receivers coach. That's why they can pick.
Okay. That makes sense now. Okay.
Why Mike Tomlin know how to pick them dudes that sit out there in the slot. Yes, he does. Mike Tomlin.
And guess what? Mike Tomlin was a wide receiver. Mike Tomlin was a wide receiver.
Juju Smith-Schuster, Claypool.
They never failed to pick them dudes up. Yes, sir.
Jesus.
So Steelers.
Wait a minute. Hey, check it out though.
What's up?
They pick wide receivers. They pick good linebackers. They pick pretty decent. They actually have they pick pretty decent all the way around. Pretty much at every position they got a guy that is shining. At every spot they got a guy that's shining. When you think about it, D-line, offensive line. Think about it. They got the boy out of the military, special forces guy. He was shooting up folks. Come on over here. You beat up some Iraqis. Come on over here. Beat up some. I mean, they go in. They literally go truly to the ends of the earth to find talent.
Yeah. All right. So Steelers 4-0, but the division stretch is coming as with everybody. Next game, Rams, Washington. Rams did handle business. One shining moment from this game, obviously, was Alex Smith got his first playing time in two years for the Washington Redskins. He came out there, still got drugged. I was watching the damn highlights and seeing him get just destroyed by Aaron Donald.
Second play.
Get him out. Get him out of there.
Aaron Donald they just want to see if that leg was going to hold up. That's all. He got his little check, going home. He got that high dollar wife. He good.
Make everybody
made him go back.
Dude. I'm talking about when you say make everybody nervous, Jonathan, you for real. I was watching. I didn't see. I saw the highlights.
I watched it live.
The first sack, he had him on his back, and he was doing like this. I was like, dude. Hey.
I didn't see it. Did his leg look like somebody drew it with a crayon, like a 5-year-old?
It was funny. As soon as that series was over, at that second, there was one more play. They got Aaron Donald on the sideline, and he was telling somebody. He said, "Dan, that boy's leg is strong." he had two linebackers on him.
Yes, at the same time. So
Aaron Donald, the linebacker.
That's the sign of over for Washington. Obviously, their quarterback situation. Dude gets hurt. They leave Alex Smith in for the rest of the game, which is, I guess maybe that's who they're looking at going forward, unless Haskins to take his spot back and practice or something else.
Haskins is gone. Haskins is gone. I hope he can take that money. Because believe me,
But
Big Boy ain't loyal. He even said it on TV. You remember his last week, his agent got mad because Rivera told him, "Look, man, I ain't loyal to nobody. He ain't my guy." So he gone. So,
all right, so yeah,
but Rivera didn't supposed to say that. But see, the code was Rivera didn't supposed to say that out loud. They caught Rivera. You know that chemo be messing with you sometime, and he probably had one of them chemo treatments with that IV, and he forgot where he was. And start talking to the reporter. Hey, look, man, I ain't loyal to nobody. He ain't my guy. And they were like, "Oh, I can't believe he said that." He would tell the truth. Oh,
yeah.
By the way, it's the same thing what happened to the quarterback with the Green Bay Packers. Somebody said to me, "Oh, your stats are looking good, but last year they were looking bad." He said, "Man, what you talking about? The stats I had last year, most quarterbacks get that in a career." They said they talking about, Eric. Man, no, he was telling the truth.
That.
He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying.
So what Rams win. I mean, we all expected that to happen. Dolphins 49ers. All right. So your boy Ryan Fitzmagic out here putting in work. This that's
not the big story of the game.
Yeah.
The big story of the game is Jimmy Garoppolo getting benched.
Yeah.
What did I say to you guys last week?
Probably shouldn't have been out there anyway. But
what did I say last week about Garoppolo? So. That's right. You on vacation. What did I say last week? My guys, my two top guys. What did I say?
That he sucks, and
what did I say? Garoppolo was on borrowed time.
Yep.
Didn't I say that? I said he was on borrowed time. They had to play him because they had to play him because when you give him all that paper, you got to justify. Now we paid this joker all that money. He better show us something. And Shanahan said, "Okay, now the year that he got hurt, I got to pass." Then the year he came back, we made the Super Bowl, but he flubbed it up. So he said, "Look, it's either my job or his job. I'm taking my chances with the other two guys. Get in there, boy." And that's what he did. What? So I ain't mad at it.
You know what Belichick's saying? Belichick's saying, "Baby, come back."
No. Belichick set quarterbacks up. He make them look like they so good. Then he trade them. They get paid, but they don't come back. Now the guy that he got that Cam Newton. Cam Newton is their quarterback of the future for right now, at least 2 to 3 years until they get something else.
Yeah. So 49 Dolphins pulled up. I guess you can call it an upset, obviously, but the 49ers, you know what they dealt with this year. Jimmy G come in there, probably shouldn't have played. He looked a little bit like his ankle was not right. But then the coach was like, "Oh, I took him out of there because his ankle." No, you took him out of there because he's looked like trash. Besides the ankle, he said,
"I'm not going to leave him in that situation."
Yeah, to get beat up like that, because the Dolphins was coming for their head, and we all know we've talked about it many times on this show. Flores, he has the boys playing. He had them playing last season when we all thought they were going to tank, and they didn't tank, and he had them playing, and so that's what he does. And Fitzpatrick, he has his spurts, and he's obviously on one of them. I mean,
he's hit or miss, definitely.
Yeah.
But they scored 43 points. That boy only threw that ball 28 times.
Yeah. When he normally
let me ask you. Yeah, let me ask you this question. Flores is the only one of Belichick's assistants that actually have been very competitive in beating them too.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
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 So what does that tell you?
He learned some stuff from him.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
Well, he's probably.
But I tell you one thing.
He's probably the only. I think he's probably the only one that didn't try to take Bill Belichick's coaching style to the Miami with him, as opposed to the rest of them who tried to take their coaching style to another team, and it just does not work unless you're Bill Belichick. So that's my takeaway from that. Colts, Browns.
I feel that I had the same thoughts, AC, on that.
Yeah. Colts, Browns. Browns offense looks pretty nice. We talked about them. We gave them hell when the season started. They lost that first game. Again, obviously we joked about them, made clown. But I think they found an offensive formula because the Colts defense is nothing to fucking sneeze at. The Colts defense is good.
Thank you. They're number one.
You know what the Colts' problem is? I'm gonna go ahead before I hand this game off to y'all. That old guy back there slinging that thing is kind of trash. It might be old Phillip Rivers.
Down the river,
It might be time to send Phillip Rivers on down the line because
down the river.
I'm telling you, get the Social Security checks out. Get the Social Security checks out because you got Tom Brady, you got Drew Brees, you got Phillip Rivers. All these old jokers need to go. They're killing the league, man. They're taking up cap space. They got to go.
What about Aaron Rodgers?
Well, he's playing well, though.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
He's playing well.
Talk about A-Rod like that.
Hey, you know what?
A-Rod got rid of that girl. When he got rid of that race car girl. No, when he got rid of that race car girl, his career got better. One of them boys get married, they get them side pieces, their game go downhill. See, his game got back up. See, he did right. Get rid of him. Get rid of him.
I like T.Y. Hilton, man. Still doing it, man.
T.Y. Hilton is fine. Look, the Colts as a team, they have a good offensive line. They have a very good defense. But like, Phillip Rivers did not put them in the best position to win that game. The way he was throwing that ball was terrible. And it's, you know what I'm saying? Defense come out there and play that way.
We got Garrett. They got one of the best defensive players in the league.
Oh yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
They were putting. He was putting pressure.
Yeah, but we saw Rivers going in this direction last year when he's with the Chargers.
Yeah.
He was that bad when he was in San Diego. That's why they let him go.
Yeah,
hey man, check this out though. I got a little tidbit. I have a little tidbit for you guys that I don't know if you guys noticed it. I saw an interview several months ago. They was talking with a mob guy who was a gambler. And he said, remember a while ago during the offseason, we were talking about point shaving, gambling, and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys remember that on one of our podcasts. And man, I was watching that game. This popped in my mind. I watched Landry drop some balls. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, and that popped in my mind about the old made man was saying when a guy have a lot. I wondered if that boy got something going on with him. Because I got it written down here on my notes. I just couldn't believe he was dropping balls like that at crucial times during the game. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Trust me, because I got him on. He's on several of my fantasy teams, and he starts.
Yeah, I watched him drop a few.
Drop some.
Was he a little banged up too, like a hamstring or something?
No,
I thought he took out got taken out a few plays because of that.
No, man, you run down the field and catch a long, deep pass, and then after that, you dropping stuff that's 15 yards in front of you. Nobody around
for first downs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, man, there's something wrong with this. That's just too. I like to know what kind of gambling it is because at the player symposium they talk about that because a lot of times some athletes love to gamble, and if they're gambling a lot, they want to go to another bookie. And the book can tell them, look, man, we'll let you go, but you got to give us something back during the game. That does happen, man. I'm telling you what I know. Yeah. And I thought about that. I ain't trying to say nothing bad, but that made my ears popped up.
So Browns, offense, like I said, playing well. The Colts, good defense. They came. The Colts came to Cleveland, and we saw what happened there. We'll see how good the Browns' offense really is because they play the Steelers this weekend, and we'll go. All right, next game, Giants Cowboys. We all know it's not a secret. It's not we all know what happened. We all saw what happened yesterday in that game. Y'all didn't see it. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw that thing up there, man. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up there. Just it's a.
Not going to keep it. Prescott breaks the tackle. Picks up a total.
So, we saw that, what happened with with Dak Prescott on that run. He obviously got injured. It was a compound fracture with dislocated ankle and things of that nature. So, first off, shouts out to him. That's terrible. And, we all know Dak Prescott. He's been having no matter how bad, and we like to joke and crack on the Cowboys, he's been playing phenomenal. He's about the only shining spot on that team because the defense is not good. He's
got CeeDee Lamb's a good shining spot on that team too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, look, Dak. We said it last week. He's throwing over. He's averaging
where did he go to
400 yards
school,
a game.
though? See, where did he go to school? Where did he go to school? Where did CD go to school? That's what I'm saying. That's the
we talking about that, man. He texted
Wesleyan.
But yeah, so before we get into that game, obviously, he gets hurt. I'll get to
real quick. What's up with Tony Romo this year? He seems off, dude. No, some of his stuff is off. I think he's got a little beef. Who's the guy that's always with him? They got a little something going on there. They don't.
Nance, Jim Nance.
Yeah, they're starting to get a little chippy.
Really?
Little chippy. Yeah, listen to it.
I don't think I noticed.
I did hear Tony Romo
throwing it on Nance a lot.
He thought it was
what do you think about it? Like, good to see what you got to say then.
Tony Romo probably gets paid.
I never paid much attention because a lot of times I just watch the game without the sound.
Shannon Sharp. Okay, Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp did the same damn thing. You don't watch it with the sound.
Who does that? I do it all the time. I watched the game last night.
Shannon Sharp watches all his games without the sound.
I mean, it is what it is. But I will tell you this, though, guys. Hey, let me ask you this question. Do you think Dak was crying on the field because he said, I should have took that 5-year deal?
No. I think that was the farthest thing from his mind right there. His season is over.
No, he was playing good.
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, could he? It seems like he should come back from that pretty.
He knows he's going to get franchise tagged again next year, man.
Yeah, I mean,
well, he's going to make about 36. But here's the thing: the cap drops from 210 to 175 million, so he's going to lose about 22% of his paycheck.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think those tears had anything to do with anything contract related. I think it had to do with he took it like a champ. He looked cool, but once he saw how much I think he meant to his teammates when they all came up to that cart as it pulled off.
Not only him, who else was there standing over?
Yeah. Oh,
Garrett.
Jason Garrett.
Yeah, Jason
just
Garrett
happened to be there.
Yep.
He was one of the
Giants, right?
He was one of the first people to come over there. Yes, first people to be out there on the field. Yeah. So
everybody knew how bad it was.
Yeah.
Nance didn't even know how bad it was.
Tony Romo said,
I was like, it's decent.
No, and then he was like, oh, no, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
Immediately after he said that, he said it was bad. I was like, crap, that's not as cramped. His foot's the wrong way.
Obviously, going forward for the not for the New York Giants, for the Dallas Cowboys, they got the Red Rocket back there. The team gathered together and pulled that win out. You got your field goal to win the game. As far as we go with the New York Giants, we've watched the Cowboys defense the first 4 weeks of the season be straight trash. And Danny Dimes couldn't even get a touchdown pass out of that. He couldn't get nothing.
Danny Dimes, I'm not talking Danny Pennies.
Like I told PJ before we went live, I'm starting to think that Danny Dimes is garbage. No touchdowns out of that. The Cowboys defense is not good by any extent of the imagination. We've seen
what's changed on the team?
With who?
On the Giants.
Not the Jet. You talking about the Giants?
Yeah.
What's changed? Nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
what I'm saying is
the coach, and they lost their number one player.
Okay. Yeah, but still, that hasn't kept any other team from. I mean, they give up points like it's nobody's business. Danny Dimes couldn't even get a touchdown pass against that defense. That defense that Odell Beckham ran like a 60-yard backwards run against. He couldn't even throw a touchdown pass. So what I'm saying is, when I'm talking about the New York Giants, is I think they have bigger problems than just being 0-5. Like, y'all, if you can't score against that defense,
I
don't know.
Yeah.
The defense is not good.
First year head coach, and they lost the number one running back in the league, though, too. So I'm not making excuses for him.
See, you agree to disagree with
that's the only thing that's different than last year.
The Browns did it to him, and the Browns lost their number one running back. He went on the IR, Nick Chubb, and they still had a wide receiver running back.
Yeah, but they got running back 1A and running back 1B.
You got Kareem Hunt, man. Come on.
I have to stir the pot for content here. So can you please? I'm trying to be logical here.
Nah.
That's the only thing that's changed, and that's the only thing I could come up with.
Yeah, just that they lost the running back.
No,
well,
it's the talent.
The coach.
The Browns have a first.
No, it's the coach from the Patriots that changed. The reason why that team is garbage is the coach from the Patriots that came to that team. That's why that team sucks. Anytime you got a Patriot coach on the team, that team is going to lose. That's real talk.
Okay, so next game,
the coaching tree, the fruit is died.
Vikings Seahawks. Okay, Seahawks pulled this one out obviously by 1 point. The Seahawks defense almost as bad as the Cowboys defense because the
Seahawks defense is dead last.
Yeah. Oh no, they are dead last. Dead last.
They're dead last. What do you mean? The Cowboys.
Hey, look.
If
it wasn't, obviously the Seahawks have, they have that dude playing quarterback for them, which is,
what's his name? That's the guy White you would take a picture with, right?
Here he goes. But yeah, you had the Seahawks pulling a 1 point victory out over, the Vikings defense is. I can't judge the Vikings defense off of playing the Seahawks because the Seahawks have a really good offense and they have that dude once again. So the Seahawks are rolling probably.
DK Metcalf rolling.
Yeah, dude, they got. Did y'all see that dude on the sidelines pregame? DJ Metcalf.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, the Seahawks lost that game 2 times.
Yeah.
They lost that game twice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what. Yeah, they're very lucky that there was a missed field goal there also.
Yeah, right.
Hey guys, let me add this to you. See, when I look at quarterbacks, when you look at Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, you look at the boy from the guy from Buffalo, you look at the kid from I think Lamar Jackson, these kind of cats, man. Listen to me very carefully. These are quarterbacks. They can take any situation and make it great. Some quarterbacks in the league, it has everything always has to be perfect for them to look like they can perform. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys understand that? Hey, I'm gonna get him last. That's a whole different game there. Now, let me tell you. But anyway, back to what I was saying is those kind of quarterbacks, they can play around garbage and still make it look good. Some quarterbacks can get garbage and everything else show up with their flaws show up. Mm-hmm. And this is what the league has come to. You got the quarterbacks that can take anything and play with it, and you got the quarterbacks that everything has to be perfect. The stars have to line up every game, but any adversity they can't handle. Now, when we get to the next game, man, then you got these old quarterbacks. They all need to go. They need to get the hell out. They're too security check. Turn the papers in.
Game's changing, man.
Yeah. So more of the same from the Seahawks. They get to 5-0 on the season, and the Vikings fall to 1-4. That's good news for me since that's a division opponent. But then we fall to not the final game of the week, but the final game, considering that the final game is about to kick off here in just a little bit. Chargers Saints. All right. So hey, look. Yo, the Chargers have a quarterback on their hands. Rookie.
No, they got a superstar.
Yeah, well, if you want to call him that, then there you go. But they have a quarterback on their hands.
I like him, man.
Yeah,
I like him.
He played very well.
He was slinging it, man.
Yeah, he was slinging it early. They played very well. I think the field goal hits off the uprights at the end of the game. So that obviously you see where that goes. And he probably would have got his first dub as a starting quarterback in the NFL. What y'all think about the kid, man?
Oh man, he's good. He's you know what? It's just not that he can throw the ball, but he sees the field very well.
Yeah.
Like that one touchdown that he threw to who the hell was it?
Allen at the beginning.
Allen.
It was that Williams touchdown.
Oh yeah. 81. Yeah.
That was like his third look.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not where he was going. But that was supposed to be like his third look. But he saw him break free early, knew right where he was going with it.
Yeah.
No, I remember you saying
he's anticipating the routes really well on a lot of.
He's reading the defense as well.
Well, he's watching the receivers too, and how he knows the receivers trusting them. They're gonna beat the wides.
Well, Williams was having a good game, and when he took his drop back, he saw that it was man. He saw it wasn't doubled. He knew right where he was throwing that damn ball.
Yeah. Also, he threw a 50-50 up. Dude, Williams can fucking jump.
Yeah.
He's got a vertical. He threw a 50-50 to him towards the end of the game before they went into overtime. That final drive they had where he had two Saints defenders draped on him, and he probably got a foot higher than they did and caught that pass for a first down, which kind of put him in the field goal range so they could try, attempt to beat them in regulation. But Herbert's playing well. So
a lot of injuries on that team too that he has to deal with.
Yeah, a lot.
You know what I mean? A lot of injuries, Austin Eckler and everything.
So the games that they have lost this season, obviously they only have one win. The Chargers this season, the last few weeks, lots of less than 6-point losses. Who's carrying that blame? Coaching staff? You can't blame the rookie quarterback because he out there balling.
Yeah.
I mean, can you?
It's not that, man. They have a very good team. They have a very good team. Here's the thing: they're learning. They're gonna put it together, and they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with in several years to come. They just missing some few pieces that they need to have. Yeah. But here's my take on this quarterback, man. See, when that boy came out of Oregon, let me tell you something, guys. When I realized this kid was good, when I watched him in the Rose Bowl, when he played against Wisconsin, and through the whole year, that offense in Oregon cover up a lot of stuff. That's how Mariota got exposed. He covers up a lot of stuff. This kid, it was the opposite. They covered him up because they didn't want him to play like he normally could play. Because he played within that offense. And when he got to the Rose Bowl, they turned him loose. They let him run. He was running the ball outside the pocket. He was throwing the ball deep downfield. He was lighting them up. And people don't fail to realize when they drafted him, everybody said, oh, he can't be a number one. Look how he played at Oregon. And one thing I like about my quarterbacks, if I look at a quarterback, I want to see where his intellect level is. This guy was a Dean's List student all through college, man. He's a laid-back kind of kid, got that quiet confidence, and he's a big body kid. He looked like one of them damn. He looked like a decathlete, big, tall, 6'4" guy, nice build, good hips, good thighs, and he can move. And let me tell you something, man. He outplayed Drew Brees' old ass anyway.
Yeah, I was were you going to talk about the other side of the ball?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
No, I didn't. I know you guys go ahead. What you see with Sloan, go ahead. Continue on about Drew Brees.
What about Drew Brees? Man,
he can't throw the ball down the field anymore.
Think about it. Anytime he threw outside the numbers, the ball didn't go as far. The ball was dying, underthrowing guys. He kept inside the numbers. No different
from a lot of short passes.
Yep. They say, oh yeah, he doesn't have his number one receiver. Man, you got other guys that anytime they want to throw the ball deep, who did they put in? They put in Taysom. They put in the other quarterback.
Taysom Hill.
But they want to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No,
Understand.
yeah, they still got Sanders.
Yeah, where were they playing Sanders? They were playing Sanders across the middle and passes.
Mm-hmm. And what I'm saying is they do have another person that can go. They just because Thomas isn't in the game doesn't mean you don't have. And by the way, speaking of Michael Thomas, like he's their best offensive weapon. He must have did something super grimy in practice for them.
He punched a dude.
Just a punch.
That's
all he did.
No, he did a bunch of other stuff. Okay.
I need to know because just a punch. I've seen plenty of punches thrown in practices.
There was
in
a whole
NFL
bunch of other shit that he did. I got him later, man. We'll go over it later.
All right, we got you. Okay, I just wanted to know because a punch, that's all it was, and you're not playing your best offensive weapon. Yeah. That's a little crazy.
Your quarterback security blanket.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But Drew Brees.
Sean Payton ain't messing around with nobody, man.
No. And I'm sure you all saw it too. Taysom Hill scores a touchdown and Drew Brees runs up to Sean Payton as if let's go for 2, and Sean Payton's like, nah, 1. And he just turns away from him. Did y'all see that on the sideline? Yeah. And Drew Brees, he just turned away from him like, let's go with 1. Drew Brees, dude, retire after this season. Don't matter what happens, retire. You have your accomplishments, you have your career. Just walk on out of here before you get before next season, you're still playing for the Saints, and then you see Taysom Hill getting 60% of the snaps or something wild like that. Because I feel that's like PJ, you messaged early in the game. It's like this Taysom Hill shit's getting old, and it is. You have every so often he'll run a touchdown in. Other than that, it's not
predictable.
Working.
It's predictable.
Other than that, it's not working. Yeah, he's
not a quarterback anyway. He's a glorified Tim Tebow.
The Saints caught the Chargers in the perfect defensive position when Taysom Hill ran that touchdown in. That wasn't even the plan. Yep. It wasn't but he saw that it was open, so he took it. Drew Brees, if you ever see this by a million chances, retire after this season over with, or else you're going to sit there and watch Taysom Hill fumble the ball as he plays 50% of the snaps for your team. I just think that's the future what's going on because that showed it all. They scored a touchdown. Drew Brees was like, yes. And he went up to Sean Payton and tried to go for 2. Sean Payton said, nah, 1, and turned away from him and went on upfield. I said, oh, that's fucked up. That's he did that exact motion. He said he did this and turned away from him and started walking towards the offense coming off the field. That was pretty brutal. So that wraps up the scores for this past week. Obviously, we got one more game that's about to kick off, and
it's already kicked off.
It's already on. I just turned it on.
Man, what the hell?
Yeah, that's why I was moving everywhere.
Let's just say if you got Josh Allen, you're not too happy with him right now.
Ooh.
What happened? He threw an interception.
Switch it.
Yeah, it was kind of fluky though. It was a knocked ball that knocked up in the air.
All right, so
that ain't his fault. That's not his fault.
Bear with me real quick.
Butler intercepted it.
Did he?
It's not his fault.
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
Here we go. Jesus. Every time I clicked on something, it was showing Vikings fucking against the Seahawks.
It's on CBS.
Yeah, okay, I got it now.
It's on CBS.
All right, so I'm sure we'll talk about this game next week because we will not be still live when this game goes off. But yeah, so there goes the scores from week 1 or not week 1. What the fuck am I talking about? From week 5, almost all of the scores since we still got one game. Obviously, as we were saying, it's just kicked off of the NFL season. So, guys. There's no power rankings to go through yet because obviously I think both ESPN and the NFL.com are waiting until the week actually
everything is played.
Yeah,
everything concludes.
Yeah, everything technically wraps up. So, oh shit, we're at 1 hour and 5. Moving right along. Let's go to halftime, guys. Let's take a 5-minute break. Yeah,
touchdown.
Let's take a 5-minute break.
Titans just scored.
Yep, 6-0 right now.
Who
2 plays.
Oh shit, Tannehill threw a
touchdown. Man, I'm trying to think. Who did I pick? Who was my pick in that game? Heck,
No, we all probably picked the Bills because I'm sure we picked the Bills.
yeah, I picked the Bills.
I'm sure we picked the Bills. All right,
Yeah,
you guys.
but except for Anthony. Anthony's got
Oh, I had
the
to.
helmet pick.
Yeah.
You got the,
Go-
what,
go
you got the
Titans.
Titans.
Go
Tighten
Titans.
up. Tighten up.
Ladies and gentlemen out there, y'all watching, we're about to take a 5-minute break. We call it halftime. Go use the bathroom, get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink. We shall be back in 5 minutes.
Just in
Y'all
time.
good? Yeah. So yeah, anybody out there watching, bear with us. We will be taking looks at this game because it's on the TV right there. So there is live NFL action going on right now.
Jonathan, do we have written
ready for some
written consent from the NFL to have that game on behind us?
What game? I don't know what you're talking about.
that's good. No. It's muted. Hey, that's fire. I can watch it like that.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. TV's on? Oh, my son's watching that. He's sitting over here. I can't do nothing about that. It just happens to be in the same room as I'm me doing a podcast, you know.
Yeah, so let me PJ just sent me something that I find quite hilarious. Let's see. Let's I'm gonna share this out there before we get to Jonathan. You ready for some 4 downs?
Yeah, guys. Whenever you guys are ready.
All right, let me share this first because it's kind of funny. It's
I figured you'd like it.
Yeah. Oh man. That's Tom Brady.
Great.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude.
That's great.
And we all
that.
love The Revenant is fire.
Yeah, Revenant's a damn good movie.
Damn good movie. Michelle didn't like it.
Yeah.
Michelle didn't like it, but she didn't like it. So
Oh, she didn't like it?
No.
You know what? The Revenant is kind of a guy's movie, though. I think it is. A lot of the stuff that happens in it's like only guys can be like, fuck yeah. And plus, we all like Leonardo DiCaprio, and we were ready for him to hold that old statue. So we were like, yo.
Yeah, right.
And Tom Hardy was fire in the movie as well.
Yeah, he was.
Another movie where you couldn't understand what he said the whole damn movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's our Tom Hardy though.
All right, you guys ready for 4 downs?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, what do you think of Dallas and LA for a playoff bubble? I don't know if you guys heard that news, but they're floating that around for Dallas and LA for being the playoff bubble.
I mean, if it has to go to that, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
The only thing is that there's a lot of teams that, have those home playoff wins that are the home playoff games that are really big because of the weather.
You know why they picked Dallas though and LA? Because I don't think they're going to be in the play. They don't think they're going to be in the playoffs. Because where would the one place? What's the one place that you'd want to have it? In Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
But look they're rolling right now. They beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So they're not going to talk about that one.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, they would do New York too, because
Well, I mean, it has
It's
to be
not
a
climate.
dome.
The climate would be too bad.
Yeah, it's got to be a dome.
Miami, Miami, some warm weather
Down
place.
south. Yeah, that's true too.
And also,
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Go to
You have it in Atlanta.
That'd be a
You
good
have it
place.
in Atlanta. You got dome.
Mercedes-Benz, yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Well, you know we'll be there.
Yeah, we got to
We'll be there
float
for
that.
all of them.
I'm gonna give Roger a call.
Nah, but yeah, as far as those 2 places, I mean, whatever works for them is if they, and straight up hats off. If they're able to, the NBA is one thing to put in a bubble, but an NFL, just one team, let alone several teams.
Yeah.
If you can pull something like that off, hats off to you. That's an accomplishment.
I mean, think about it. You got a 54-man roster.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You got a 50 something player practice squad.
Yep.
Ooh, you're filling up some hotels, man.
That's why I mentioned all the staff. I mean, geez, how much staff do they have?
Mm-hmm.
Probably almost outnumbers the damn players, I would think.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have probably
So,
right at about 20-man staff.
I mean, that's
All your support, equipment guys. You got grounds people. That's a lot. You're running about a whole staff. You're probably almost close to 100 people almost.
Yeah.
You imagine,
13.
That's it, players.
you know, they would have to play at a place that has artificial turf.
Mm-hmm.
Because can you imagine? Look at this game now. Look at all the sod you see ripped up. You know how long it takes them.
And they haven't even been playing a quarter.
No.
Yeah.
And imagine
But
having.
you got to remember, they just had rain up there too, not too long ago, a couple days ago.
Imagine having 2 or 3 games over the weekend on the same field.
Yeah.
That thing would be fucking destroyed.
Yeah, it's not like you just said, PJ. It's not like a basketball court. Just come in and buff it real quick. And
Change the logos.
Yeah.
You can't bring out the Zamboni.
No, you're right about that.
You know. So how many teams they going to have in the playoff this year? 14, right?
Yeah,
14 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's two added on. Two added balls.
You can have it in 3 different locations. 4, make it 4 locations, make it better. You have Miami, maybe Atlanta, maybe Dallas, maybe Los Angeles.
Yeah.
They will
create a bubble.
It will
create
be
a bubble, so they're not having to move around a whole bunch.
It will.
Once you're out, you're out.
Yeah, it will be a feat.
What do you think about that?
What's that?
You cut out, Sloan. What was that?
You have it in 4 different locations.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You ready to go to second down?
Yeah.
You got anything more to add on that?
No, that's good. Let's go.
All right, let's go. If you could have one running back in the league, ignoring contracts for your team, who would it be? Your favorite running back right now, basically. Ignoring contracts, if you wanted them for your team, who would it be? Who would you have?
I go with the one I already got.
Jones.
Aaron Jones is fire.
Yeah, he is fire. I mean, you don't have to change nothing. That's an easy one for you.
Yeah.
Man, I could go Jacobs.
And that was my answer, Jacobs. I like Jacobs, man.
I like Hilaire too.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I didn't even think of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was my first guy. My first guy would have been Hilaire for Kansas City, and my second guy would have been Jacobs. And I would have got a big boy that's running now, Henry for the Titans. Yeah, because I like the big bags too, but I still like my little guy. And don't even worry about Kareem Hunt. Hunt still got it. Mm-hmm. Oh man, they just snagged one. They got a flag though. They got a flag. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good. No. I like this having a game on while we're doing the show. I like this.
My TV is in front of me. I just don't have.
I got it on in front of me too. I just have it on in 2 spots.
And I was gonna say, how are you watching the game? You watching it with the mirror or something?
Here. No. I got like 4 TVs in here, man.
So hit us with third down,
bro.
They're all my junk TVs, so it's okay. They work.
Man, I still have a TV back from the 1980s, man.
Oh,
with
no,
the tube in it.
CRT.
That thing is indestructible. Hey, we have electric surges. That thing still works.
Nice.
I hope so.
It don't even have a surge protector on it. You know the old JVC?
Do what?
What's that?
Old JVC. They don't even make them anymore. They had a pill in it.
You ready to third down?
Yes, go ahead with it.
Yep.
All right. Will the NFL be able to make it through a full season this year?
Yeah, they're gonna make it through. They're gonna make it through the season.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think they're gonna start. They said they're gonna start finding teams heavily that mess up the COVID because they're messing up their paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if they don't control the players off the field, man, they're not going to be able to do it, man. They're not going to be able to do it. I think it's going to be. They're going to make it through the season, but it's not going to be a regular season. No. I think teams.
You that pocketbook.
Dude, we're already the way they're rescheduling the games is crap, and they don't want to add. They don't want to change the date of the Super Bowl. So
no, they don't want to add
2 weeks on.
Right. They don't want to add that 18th week. That's what the whole argument is
Well,
right now.
well, you know, and in the group chat, I said it earlier this week. I said, yo, first of all, because it's the NFL and they have the power to do so, every team's first 3 games of the season, it should have been the first 4 weeks of the season should have been just straight division games. Yeah. All you played was your division the first 3 weeks. Well, I mean, I say 4, but you know, it's 4 teams per division. You played your division games. I thought, you know, especially after, and I didn't think this way before, but once I started seeing the things with certain teams with the COVID stuff, they should have changed the schedule to straight all conference games. All NFC teams play as NFC the entire season. Yeah. Because that way, if in the middle of the season you have to shut down for 3 weeks, and say you have to just cut them games, you don't want to extend the season 3 weeks, you just want to cut those games, it's all conference games. Which is what, when you're talking about your conference, the playoff seeding, it goes off conference games. And if you have ties here and there, then they go with out of conference wins. But if you're say for instance, you got the Patriots, if their season was all AFC, no out of conference, just all AFC, you have your first 3 division games, the last 3 games of the season are division games. If in the middle of the season you have to cut some games out, so be it. You could still do the seeding makes more sense, and it's easier if all of your games were conference games.
See, I think we might see that next year, just to make sure.
Yeah,
but you know, they can't change that just like with a month or two in, you know, before the season starts.
No, the schedule was already done.
Yeah, I got
you know, they can change the schedule obviously, but what they can't change is all the travel arrangements and the bookings and, you know, like we're just talking about, you know, try to get 100 hotel rooms in a week.
They're trying to honor all the TV contracts.
Well,
that's pretty, Yep.
Yeah. And NFL, the NFL loves parity. You know what they want? They want division games at the end of the season to determine the division.
Well, yeah, I got that. But because most
damn parity in the NFL. That's a myth. You look at the same teams winning the Super Bowl every damn year. Think about it. They got everybody believing that, man. Like they said, Trump is a good president. Shit, come on, man. Got everybody believing that bull job.
What I'm saying is, if you start the season with 3, or with your first set of division games, which is pretty much how it works now.
Even Pittsburgh disagree with y'all.
Most teams, their last 3 games are division games. If the season was, and I understand what you're saying, PJ, it's a lot to change at the last minute. However, this is unprecedented times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we see what's happening now. Now, if this is the last we see of COVID in the NFL season, great.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be.
I mean, it's only 2 teams right now that are the Patriots. I mean, the Raiders had a one positive, and the Chiefs had a positive, but it didn't run rampant through the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Patriots.
But I'm just saying,
the Titans. So
as far as
look how bad, just 2 teams, and look how bad it's screwed up the scheduling.
Yeah, exactly.
Freaking stupid.
And I can understand like when I was saying the NFL needs to shut down for a couple weeks just to let everything pan out, just suspend games.
I've heard a few people say that. Yeah,
and I was saying it, but if you do that, that means you have. And if the NFL is dead set on not going longer than their set schedule at the end, then the way to go would be to cut some games out. But now you have some teams that haven't even played a division game.
Can't do it yet.
How do you cut those games out?
Dude, but what about the teams that had to play the Patriots? The team that now they had to take their bye. They had to take their bye week. Mm-hmm. That's not planned. Roethlisberger, the Steelers, had a week 8 bye.
Now they had a week 4 bye, to be honest, though.
Dude, do you know how much of a big deal that is to a team?
Yeah.
What's the first thing a team does every year? What's the first thing they do when they look at the schedule? Where's the bye?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now
not only that, but you know, so this was their
or the last game, their last week, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what they did all that week?
They had to practice. Yeah.
They never got
They never got a bye week. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, because they had a whole new game plan that they had to go basically do. They're like, okay, well,
Which
it's all in, so it's just.
Shouts out to Tomlin, because Tomlin did come out and say, you know what, business.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he said that. He said
yep.
that you know what, our bye week was here instead of there. We just, I mean, which is the truth. You just have to play with it. You have no choice but to play with that. But yeah, so that's our thoughts on that, Jonathan. You can go ahead to the next down, dude. we got carried away with that one.
No, I like it. That's good. That means it was a good question. That was a good question.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a crappy question right now, Sloan. So that was I'm gonna give you a crappy question, all right? Because I had very few to pick for. We actually talked about a couple of my other questions. So I can't really ask.
Okay.
So this one we actually talked about, but not in depth. So should Matt Ryan be on the trading block?
No, I don't think so.
I think we lightly touched on it. I don't think so either. I think another year under a new coach, and we'll see what he does. What do you think?
They're gonna call it, now. Ooh,
You think
man,
so? You think he should be on the trading block?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have too much to say, but I don't need to say. I mean,
No, you know what?
I just want your opinion, Sloan.
PJ, you're looking at some more extra picks for next year. That's what you're looking at.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
Well, you know, man.
I'm looking at some picks. I'm looking at some picks for the new GM.
Well, Pete, I put it like this here. I have some strong receipts. I just gotta just keep my damn mouth closed tonight, man.
No. But yeah,
I put it like this now. Now, if it was me, let me tell you something. If it was me, I'll put Julio on the trading block.
Oh,
yeah, I would.
Okay.
He is hurt again.
I would, because he ain't the Julio he used to be. So I'll do that. I would be stocking me some draft picks, like PJ was saying. And the reason why I would do that, man, and then I'll be looking for getting one of them top quarterbacks, one of them, Trevor Lawrence, the
I'm glad
boy
you said that
from
about
Jason
Julio
Fields.
Jones, though, because I remember it was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I think, I was texting you guys in the chat about there were trade rumors of New England trying to trade for Julio Jones. Do you guys remember that? And you guys said that they never part ways with them and all that.
I'm the one that texted you guys that.
Yeah, you are.
You did?
Yeah.
No, I heard it on. I heard it on the radio station from up north too.
There's no such thing as
I'm the one that
there's
texted
no
you guys
such thing as never in the NFL. The thing in the word in NFL is what can make my team better.
Not for long.
Right, and there's a time in a good player's career where you have your time is gone.
Yeah.
And me personally, I think whomever is the new the new head coach, the GM situation's already been done. But anyway, whomever the new GM, I think the deal going to be
put that headline right across there, Sloan. Come on.
No. I put it like this here. When you heard a thing that Arthur Blank was on TV yesterday. Well, this morning talking about here locally, and they asked him about Matt Ryan. Let me tell you, I already know what I know. When the owner said he gave us 13 good years, that right there tell me, buddy, you on borrowed time. When the owner tells you that,
if someone offers a second and third round pick and to take up some of that dead money, he gone.
Yeah.
Because he'd be 26 million against the cap.
Okay.
20,
Yeah, that's what I
26
thought. That's what I thought it was going to be like 26 or 27 million, something like that.
Yep.
Man, because let me tell you something. No new head coach, no new head coach or GM gonna come in and keep the old quarterback from the old regime when they know nothing got done. They said no. We gonna get us our own guy who I want, when I want, and how I want.
Yeah.
That's real talk. And
Yeah,
that's all I got to say.
to see how it all pans out. You know what I mean?
You ever move?
We just gotta wait.
It's going to be a big shakeup.
You ever move into a new house? What's the first thing your wife starts doing? Looking at the walls. Well,
Change the toilet seat.
We're painting
My
that.
wife changed the toilet seats.
Change that.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so Doc,
Yep.
you have a
That was 4 downs, guys.
4
Good
downs.
job.
Yes, sir. You got a 2-minute drill.
Yeah, you guys want to do a 2-minute drill?
Yeah,
A
let's
week
go.
late? It's a week late 2-minute drill.
Hey, let's.
But you know what? It's actually kind of fits because it's we're still concluding the 5th week of the NFL. So
Yeah.
all right, guys. Try to do fast answers here. I got, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 different answers from you guys.
Okay, let's
Quick
go.
fire. All right. Now that the first quarter of the season is over, give me the best blank of the first quarter. I'm going to go through each one. So I need the best defensive player first quarter of the season.
Okay. Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald. I'm going
yeah.
Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
I think he's
either way.
helping that team.
Yeah.
So much, man.
Yeah,
What about you,
yeah, that's right. He leads the lead in sacks.
Mm-hmm.
He got paid, whooped some ass last year, and got paid for it. That's what the NFL is all about. I like it.
All right, here we go. Wide receiver for the first quarter. Best wide receiver first quarter. I'm going Metcalf.
Yeah,
Metcalf.
Yeah. Metcalf.
TJ Metcalf.
Yeah.
TJ Metcalf.
Yes.
Okay, everybody agree? All right.
Indeed.
Quarterback.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
Throw it to
Russell
Metcalf.
Wilson,
Okay.
yeah.
All
Russell
right.
Wilson.
Best running back first quarter. Make you think about this one. I'm going Jacobs.
When he played y'all, he
Who's
got
leading the
straight
league in
smashed,
rushing?
man. When he played y'all, he got straight smashed.
leading the league in
man.
I'm fine now.
Who's the leading running back in the league?
Kamara?
Kareem Hunt?
No,
I think it's a boy from Bay.
Who?
No, it's not.
Hilaire.
Hilaire?
Hilaire.
No, it's up for the Vikings. The Vikings.
It's Dalvin Cook by a long shot.
Yeah,
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's Dalvin Cook.
Okay.
Yes, that's right.
I'm saying to you, this is all opinion, man. Who do you
I'm
think
gonna say shit from the Browns, not Nick.
Derrick Henry.
Chubb?
He did
Not
that broke
Chubb.
one. Woo, big boy.
Not
No,
Chubb?
that wasn't Derrick Henry. That was
Henry
that was a punt return. No.
Punt return. Oh.
Not
No,
Chubb.
God, what's his name? The other guy that the other running back for the Browns they got from the Chiefs. Jesus, my mind just went blank just now.
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt, yes, Kareem
Hunt,
Hunt,
yeah.
yes, Hunt. I'm gonna go with Hunt. I'm gonna go with Hunt.
I'll
Tight
have
end.
tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Tight
First
end.
quarter of the season, best tight end. First quarter of the season.
From the Raiders, no hands down. Dude from the Raiders.
Cooks.
Cook?
No.
Cook is on the no.
Why is my mind going blank on players' names right now?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about,
Biggest tight
right?
end?
Yes. Catching all them ball. Murray, is it Murray? No, it's not fucking Murray. Oh man, you killing me. I'm
Man,
killing-
I would say
Look it up, PJ. Come on. I'll get it.
the best tight end for me is that boy from
Waller,
Travis
Darren
Kelce.
Waller, yes.
Waller,
Waller,
yeah.
yes. Waller.
I had Kelsey, but he hasn't been doing that good. That Waller's definitely better than him. Yep.
Kelsey's been the same old
Well-
self. Waller is.
All right. Last one. Best coach first quarter of the year. This is total opinion right here.
I would say Jeremy Lin out at San Diego. And the only reason I say that, he might not have been winning, but the guy he brought in to be his quarterback, he had to make the hard decision. Let him go on down and sit on that bench.
Yeah.
Because he really wanted to keep Tyrod Taylor in there because he stood by Tyrod, got him playoff when he was with the Buffalo.
Tyrod can't play because he got
had to
punch
sit him
and
down.
run. Now he didn't have to sit him down. He had to sit down. He got to
Yeah, he
punch
had
and
to
run.
sit down.
He can't play. Or else Tyrod would be playing.
I'm gonna go Nagy. I'm going Nagy.
Wait, stop. Let me talk. He told
This is 2 minute
Tyrod,
drill.
even though your mom gonna be better, you can't come back. He told him, he said, look, you just gonna pretend like you hurt for real, and that way it won't look so bad for you. Then we gonna get you on out of here. That's what he told him. He let him down easy. You know how you have a girlfriend, you really like her, but you really don't want to break up with her, but you got to. It's one of them kind of situations. You really like letting her come up for one of them night crawl calls, nighttime call. Come on through around by 11 when I'm at home from work, but you got to be out by 5. Cause that what you had to do.
What do you think?
That's all.
PJ? What do you got?
I got a tie right now.
Who?
I got a tie.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Pete Carroll and I'm gonna go Mike Tomlin, neck and neck.
Okay.
I can group Pete Carroll. Yeah, Pete Carroll's doing. Yeah.
I'm going Nagy just because they're 4-1 right now. Yeah.
He made the decision to switch finally.
Yep. I mean, I think he's doing a damn good job. They got a great defense. So.
And also, I'm an honorable mention.
They were gonna do that anyway.
He's doing some work. He's doing
Yeah.
work. He's got that dude down there, and they're finally like really gelling. So I'm gonna go with that. Yeah.
All right. And I didn't do like the first best kicker or anything for the first part. That was it. That was the 2 minute drill.
You want to know? You just brought up a kicker. You know who the NFL in scoring this year?
Coup?
What? No. An undrafted kicker.
From the University of Georgia.
Who? Rodrigo Blankenship.
Rodrigo Blankenship. Glasses.
Respect
Specs.
the specs.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. That's one of the things that makes me smile most about this season thus far is that he didn't even get drafted. After he holds all of Georgia's kicking records, and there have been some fire kickers that came out of Georgia that got drafted kind of high. He didn't get drafted. He's playing very, very, very well. All right. Hell yeah, hell no.
Sure.
I had a couple, but we already went over them. So
hey. I thought we would go over this one, but we didn't. So that's far why it's still my hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell no. Tyrod Taylor has started his last game for the San Diego Chargers or for the LA Chargers.
Hell yeah. He's done. He said,
hell yeah. Go ahead.
I told
y'all hear me?
Gonna be gone. I told you, Jeremy Lin told him, pretend you got a hurt lung. We gonna stick that. We gonna make look, man. The biggest fear, everybody knew that boy was good in practice. I think they sabotaged him on purpose. I don't give a shit what y'all say. It was a puke. Dr. Squeak. Oh man, I messed up.
Dr.
Squeak got him.
Oh shit.
Told him, look, you gonna sit down, we're gonna pay your reserve, make your check, and we're gonna go. This might be the end of the road for you, son. Jerry Lynn was obligated to him because he got him to the playoff when he was at Buffalo. That's the only reason he brought him to Buffalo, man. I never thought he was that good anything.
Tyrod need to do is get a haircut. Cut that shit down. Just quit dealing with that, and then you might be more aerodynamic in the pocket down there. Nah. Sloan, you crazy talking about they did it on purpose.
Nah, man,
let me get on your. Oh, my bad.
Look, man, we gotta get that ball on the field. Get that ball on the field, man. So be no fun.
No, and I think we talked about it last week when we came across that subject was where Lynn had already come out talking about no matter what happens, Taylor is still our quarterback. But now I think it's done gone.
He was lying. He was lying.
But
the owner called him on the phone, man, what the hell wrong with you? We paid that boy $50-something million. You know we got to put him on the field.
The way he came out and played last night was ridiculous.
Coaches can lie now.
we do know this. We have been watching for a while. Any of y'all got a hell yeah, hell no? Say we going over yours, PJ.
Yeah. Mine was COVID based, and
I got one. I got
one.
Go ahead. Go one, either one.
All right, I'll go.
Go ahead.
Did Dak Prescott do the right thing by turning down the 5-year, $175 million? Did he do the right thing by turning it down?
The 5-year what now?
5-year, $175 million contract. Did he do the right thing by turning it down?
I'll say hell yeah.
For the time he did, he bet it on himself. That I was going. My yeah, hell no was similar to yours too.
Okay.
He did. You can't predict the future, man.
No, you can't.
I think
Yeah, look, my hell no with huh?
He cutting out.
Go ahead. Sloan.
Who's cutting out?
You were cutting out.
My hell no is similar to Jonathan's. I think. Do you all think that Dak is going to stay with Dallas? Because his contract is up this year. You think he's going to come back for another franchise tag or take a long-term deal somewhere else? Hell yeah, hell no.
I think they'll franchise tag him.
Yeah, he'll come back.
I don't know. Knowing Jerry, I don't know if they franchise tag him. They might let him walk.
I think they do.
The Titans just scored.
We'll see.
Big Henry just scored.
I think it'd be stupid of him to not franchise.
You know why? You know what? Okay. So this is just a off the cuff prediction. Say for instance, what you just now said, PJ, happens. Guess who's signing Dak Prescott next year? The football team in Washington. They will sign that fool, and he will come back there and straight slay the Cowboys twice a season. That's what's going to happen. If they let him walk. If they let him walk, you think Washington would give a fuck? They'd be like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is the perfect opportunity. They'll draft a good quarterback in their division who knows the other teams in the division, who also knows the Cowboys' offense. Because I'll go ahead and take it now. Dak has been performing very, very great this year. The offense has been fire. But like we said last week, they did keep the same offensive coordinator.
They just don't have a defense.
Yeah. Right. So if they let him walk, if they let Dak Prescott, if the Cowboys do what you just said, PJ, and Jerry lets him walk, I think he will walk right into the Redskins, the Washington team's facility, and you done. Washington has some talent. They have some defensive talent. They just don't have a quarterback.
Right.
Can you guys not see a possibility where Jerry Jones doesn't bring him back? Of course.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, but if he lets him go, whoo.
But what's the alternative then? What's the alternative? Who?
The Red Rocket?
Cowboys trade for Matt Ryan.
That's a possibility. I mean, desperate teams. They're trying to capitalize on what they got right now. But look, the Cowboys
Jerry likes those draft picks though. So
yeah, Cowboys let Dak walk. Dak will have really other good teams outside going for him. He will go to the Redskins simply because. I would pray for that. Please, Dak, if they let you go to the Redskins because I want to see you smash on the Cowboys twice a season. But like you said, that's not going to happen, dog. They'll franchise him again, obviously, because that's just too good of a young talent.
If they franchise him again, he's going to make $36 million. They franchise him again, he's going to make $36 million.
Yeah,
I mean, but can you let him go though? Can you? We'll see how the rest of the season plays.
Jerry can.
He must like chilling in mediocrity, man. He must like laying back and just being a mediocre team every year. If he's just like
But you want to know? Here's my take on it. Dak gets hurt. And what do you see? Everywhere. How many times have you seen the meme pop up everywhere on social media? It says, I might not be a Cowboys fan, but, you know, the whole NFL is with you, Dak, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Dak. And then on the other end of it, what do you see? You know, F you, Jerry. This has been a media shitstorm.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones. For all the Joneses.
Well, the question is that Jerry doesn't sign him to a long-term deal after this. Jerry might not be able to walk around Dallas.
So they're going to get him.
You know, if there's one NFL owner that doesn't like to look bad, it's Jerry Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And he has looked bad through this whole thing.
Yeah.
And if there's one NFL owner that you know holds on to that hate, it's Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
So it would not surprise me in the least if they don't franchise tag him. If come the end of the season, come March, whenever free agency opens up, and he comes out and says, you know, we wish Dak all the best, would not surprise me at all.
Hey, did you guys hear about Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah. Yeah. That nobody's taking that contract. Sorry, Jets.
No.
Nah, too much money. But if Jerry does come out,
Bell?
nah.
Only if the Jets take 90% of his money.
Yeah, if they swallow that. But going back to what you said, PJ, if we all get all the way down to March or whatever you're talking about when contracts open and stuff, and Jerry starts talking that good old Dak talk, this is exactly what Cowboy fans are going to say.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
We don't care.
That's exactly what they're going to say. But no, when you talking about Le'Veon, he guaranteed too much money this year. Yeah. Unless the Jets are going to swallow that, who's going to take that? Tell me one team that's running back needy so bad that they'll say, we'll take Le'Veon and pay all this money towards the cap.
Not only that, but who's running back needy and that has playoff hopes or playoff contention. Everybody's set up.
Le'Veon has that malcontent. Le'Veon Bell, think about it, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers had AB and Le'Veon Bell on the same team, right? And they got rid of both of them. In the years that they weren't there, the team actually done well, except for when Roethlisberger got hurt that last year. You know that? The teams actually played quite nicely without those two malcontents. So, everybody was giving Mike Tomlin a hard time. Oh, when you got two knuckleheads like that on your team.
That's even worse for Le'Veon Bell's trade because nobody's gonna take that hit. You're talking about a hit. You're taking a hit towards your salary cap.
A locker room hit and a financial hit.
And what you were saying, PJ, is talking about teams with playoff hopes. Like most of these teams, they're too deep. These teams are too deep when you talk about the backfield. Think about the real that you have Seattle, which their running backs don't. Oh, that's PJ.
No, it's not me.
Oh, who Sloan? You got
that's my crew.
You threw a piece of meat over there. You trying to get them riled up. But the Seahawks might be the only team that ain't like glaringly too deep at the running back position. We got two running backs. Tampa Bay has two running backs.
What about the Browns though? The Browns lost Chubb and they got.
No, but Chubb will be back in a few weeks though. It was only it's one of those short IRs or whatever that they granted this year for the COVID stuff. But yeah, like most teams are too deep at the running back position. So who's going to take that on? They're going to swallow that money. Le'Veon Bell going to get traded to fucking probably Cincinnati or something like that, or
Man,
wait a minute. Wait.
In the world, I would take them out.
Hey, hold up. Aren't the Steelers aren't too deep? Isn't Connor hurt?
Yeah, Connor's hurt.
Ooh,
you think they'll take him back? I wouldn't take his ass
I don't
back.
think so, but that would be crazy.
You never take. I wouldn't take him back. They don't need him. They don't need it, man.
No,
Malcontent like that, man. You burn me once. You burn me. You already burned me. He had a good thing going with Pittsburgh. Now look where his buddy is, and look where AB had a good thing going on with Pittsburgh. Look where he is. That right there tell you, man, the league will go on. Right. Like I said, the league will go on. You know, just you might be good, a Hall of Famer, there's somebody behind you ready to take your spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's real talk.
All right, so you guys have an asshole of the week? Because I sure do.
Yeah,
I do.
All right, so here we go.
What an asshole!
All right, so I'll go first. Hey, look. Me and PJ talked about it before the show started. So Jerry Jones is my asshole of the week. Now, he did bring a good point to me when I mentioned the first reason why he's my asshole of the week. Dak Prescott gets hurt. Jerry Jones has plenty of time to get his ass down there to that tunnel and say some words to his franchise quarterback as he gets carted off to an ambulance and PJ said no, owners normally don't do that, and you are correct, sir. But then he came on a radio show today.
Man.
Yeah, and he made a comment, Dak's number has never been too big to put on paper. Say what now? His number has never been too big to put on paper. Were you saying that shit before the season started when contract negotiations were going on? I don't think so. But now, all of a sudden, since he gets hurt, he leaves the field, he's in tears, and we're all feeling that shit as fans of football. Now, all of a sudden, his number ain't too big to put on paper. Jerry Jones, sit your ass down. I hope Dak, get the hell out of there, Dak, because you ain't getting no love from that guy. So that's my asshole of the week, Jerry Jones. Then they asked him, they said, so no matter the injury beside itself, is he still your franchise quarterback? Oh, yeah, no matter what happens, he's still our franchise. Is he really, though, Jerry? But you wouldn't give him no money. But you wouldn't give him no money. You wouldn't give him no money when he was trying to ask for that shit. But now he's your franchise quarterback because he had a season-ending ankle injury. Right. Jerry Jones, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, Jerry Jones didn't want to eat shit on this whole situation, but he is anyway.
And he ain't, because what did we just say? Who don't like to look bad? Jerry Jones. He ain't gonna look bad, so he can get out there and try to save face. Yes, indeed.
But see, you know what? You know what the thing is? I agree with you 100%, AC. Because if it was me, I already had my mind made in it when I knew I was getting hurt. I wouldn't go back to Dallas. They had a chance to solve this. Why would you franchise tag me? You paid Amari Cooper, all these other cats, and you won't pay me?
Who? None of the cats, especially what's the dude on defense they paid this year? He trash this season.
He hasn't done anything.
Huh?
They should arrest his ass for stealing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Cooper hadn't even, obviously he can only take what the ball is thrown to him, but like.
You talking about a Black Lives Matter? That ain't no Black Lives Matter. That joker been stealing. That's what they do. Damn, Black Lives Matter. They should get his ass for stealing.
Sloan.
That's real talk. What?
Nah, but
I gotta keep it 100.
Go ahead.
All right. PJ. You want me to go?
I'll go. Mine's easy. Mine's easy. Might shock some people. My asshole of the week is Tom Brady.
Speak, man.
So he's frustrated all game. He's super pissed off. He's mad that he's getting sacked by Mac. He's mad that his line is moving off sides. He's mad that they're throwing up stupid penalties, and then he's frustrated with himself for losing the losing track of the downs.
Out there yelling on the sideline at everybody, berating him.
And what does he do at the end? What does he do at the end of the game? He starts running into the locker room when there's still time left on the clock.
Oh no, I see it.
Yeah, I didn't. He told me about it before we went live, but I was like, "Yo, that's a."
He doesn't run out. He doesn't shake Nick Foles' hand. He don't shake Mac's hand. He don't shake the coach's hand. He took his ball and he went home.
The grass is not greener on the other side, I guess.
Man, look, stop. Let me talk now. Everybody had their time. I want to be the cleanup batter in this ball game tonight. Just like what's the boy named Derek Jeter. That's right. I'm Derek Jeter Sloan. Anyway, let me run it down to you about Tom Brady asshole of the week. I was saving that for the night, but you beat me to it, PJ. I didn't think you were gonna go that route. Because I was gonna go in on him hard on that one. But now I can't. I know you, but look, I got a dumbass of the week too, but I'm gonna say them time to do my asshole. I have my two assholes. Both of you guys got it at the top of the screen. Tom Brady. Let me tell you something, man. Tom Brady talked all that crap about Bill Belichick, no fun, no this, no that. Man, let me tell you something. When you're a button-up coach, you have a button-up team. Your team is a reflection of who the coach is. Now, look, let me tell you something. B.A. like to drink, chase them hoes, have martinis at practice. That's why you got excessive penalties. It's true. But don't get me started. Man, my boys out in Arizona. Let me tell you now, I got some receipts. I got receipts. Now, when you got an old dude like that, like to hang out at pool halls, drink, chase them hoes, and practice the same way, and this is the kind of shit that happens. And so it reflection of your team.
Not discipline.
That's all outside of Hernandez murdering a couple people. New England been pretty good, but that was a whole different game. You like gang members, Willis McGinnis, Belichick does like the gang members stuff. So, but Brady, as you say, John, the grass is not green on the side. He knew. Let me tell you something, man. He frustrated. Number one, they've been busting him on his slow ass because he can't move. They can't hold them balls out like they end up at wing. So he need to go on and retire and stop being a bitch. That's it.
All right. I want to do my asshole of the week before you go on.
Go ahead, man.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I got my dumb ass of the week too.
Jonathan, go ahead with your asshole of the week.
You can do your dumb ass after. So, all right, Michael Thomas, New Orleans Saints. Dude got suspended for getting a fight with somebody with C.J. Gardner-Johnson on Saturday's practice. Got in a fight with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He talked back coaches, including Sean Payton, after getting in the fight. He was talking back to Sean Payton, berating them, right? Yelled at the trainers for not taping his ankle properly and accused a staff member of illegally going through his mail.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So this guy's becoming a little bit of a diva and becoming too much of an asshole, man. The people that are trying to help him out, trainers, the staff, his fucking coach, his teammates.
Let's keep in mind because we have a certain date coming up towards the end of this month, and what is that? The fucking trade deadline.
Trading deadline.
Yeah.
Yes, Indeed,
Election
we
day.
do.
Election day, we go trade in a new president and trade a new receiver. Watch this play. Boom, watch Henry. Knocked him on his keister. Boom, look at that.
Sean Payton was asked how long the suspension was going to be, how long he's going to keep him out.
Uh-huh.
And he said he'll keep you posted. So he may miss more than one game because.
Hey, look, Sean Payton.
I know he has a banged up ankle and all, but man, you can't be doing that to your head coach.
Nah, no, I totally agree with you. I remember we were talking about it just recently. Where I thought it had to be something else. There's no way you suspend that guy for a game. He was your best offensive weapon, period.
Yeah.
And they did. So yeah, that pretty much sums that up.
That's what I was thinking, man. Sean Payton ain't gonna take that shit.
He's you know what? There are a few coaches that I believe are on Belichick's level of I'm not going to take shit from you.
Yeah.
And Sean Payton not quite there, but close to it.
Yeah. Like a Bill Parcells.
Hey, look,
Sean Payton has got. You remember Kenny Steele? They used to play for the Saints. They got drafted by the Saints, number one.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he got gone. You know, he's an OU guy, and he was talking shit to the quarterback, man. And Sean Payton said, "You don't talk to my quarterback like that." So they shipped him on to Miami.
Hey,
that's how he ended up in Miami.
If just think about this. Think about Sean Payton. Think about what he's looking at. Okay, last 2 seasons, 13-3. Obviously, he realizes Drew Brees is not what he used to be.
Yeah.
You got your best offensive weapon causing havoc in the locker room and on the practice field. So you sit back and look at the situation like, I can get a lot for that. I can get not toxic, but just I can get something for that guy. Now, if you do that, the Saints are ever since he went out, they're 2-1. You know, they won the they're 3-1 ever since he went out because they won week 1 against Tampa Bay. That's the game he went out. Then they lost. So then they lost against the Raiders and So
they can do it without
draft picks for draft picks because the team obviously is good enough to pull some victories out without that guy. So for some draft picks, think about it now. You're Sean Payton. And you're like, Drew Brees ain't got too much longer left. Now, I do have Taysom Hill, who is zero future for your team. Sean Payton, if you think Taysom Hill is the future of your team at quarterback, no. But if just think about that. Think about that. Trade that guy away for he probably can get a
man, you forgot Jameis Winston is sitting on the bench. Jameis Winston is sitting on the bench. You forgot about Jameis Amos. Got his eyes fixed now. And he's learning the offense.
I did forget, dude.
Smoking that weed for them cataracts, you know.
Yo.
That's right, baby.
Think about this now. Trade deadline at the end of this month. He decides, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put Thomas out here. He can get several picks for Thomas. Think about that. And then in the future, you go with James. I just say that to say this. If by the trade deadline, Michael Thomas gets moved to another team, not surprised at all. Not going to be surprised by it.
It's going to be interesting. The trade deadline is going to be interesting this year.
Yes, it is. It is very, very interesting. Yes. Yeah.
It's on election day. Think about it. We trade in a new president, trade in a new players. What a great year.
Hey, hopefully remember last year when we were doing the show, we thought, we were doing the show as the trade deadline was going. This year is different because we're going to be live when the trade deadline happens. So there'll be a lot. We thought it was going to be, and it just really was nothing. Happened.
It was like
this year, I have a feeling we will be using this quite often.
Nothing played.
What? Yeah, you
Nothing
saw
played
something.
for me. I saw it. It was big.
You didn't hear no music?
No.
You didn't hear no music?
Yeah, heard it that time.
I didn't hear anything.
Sloan, man, y'all.
You're slow. Your computer messed up again.
All right, you guys.
You're gonna make me go in on you. You're gonna get mad at me. You better leave it
I love
alone.
you, man. I love you over there.
All right, so
none of y'all can I go old school. I got kicked out of the media room tonight. That's what the background looked like.
Oh man.
So we're running over 2 hours, guys. It's time for game. It's time for game picks. PJ, you want to go ahead and do the honors of our?
I got to do this old school because my computer was updated and I didn't get a chance. So I'm just gonna go ahead and write them down, and I'll post it for you.
I got everything.
He trying to talk trash about my computer. He trying to talk about my computer.
I want to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
I want to say something real quick. 2 Monday night games this week. One at 4:00. The Chiefs game's at 4:00. It looks
4
like.
o'clock.
Yeah, on Monday night.
5 o'clock.
Who they playing?
Okay.
Yeah.
There's 2 games on Monday night.
Chiefs, Bills, Cardinals, Cowboys on Monday.
No Thursday night game this week.
No.
Oh, they moved it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was one of the 8 moves. One of the 8 moves that they did this week.
Crazy.
Okay.
All right. So last week, Jonathan went 7 for 13.
Anthony 8 for 13. Sloan went 7 for 13. I went 9 for 13. Coming up at the bottom for the season, 35 out of 61 is John. Me and Anthony both tied 39 for 61. And then we got old Sloan over there at number 1, 40 for 61.
Woo!
I am having a very bad day.
And the only one that can pick up any ground today is Anthony, because everybody.
Oh yeah, and it is looking good.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We'll see what happens in the second
All
half.
right, let's go ahead with these grabs, PJ.
All right, so we're picking for John right now.
Pick Washington again. I'm gonna stab you in the eye.
Cowboys.
The Cowboys. Ah, the musket, the red musket. Damn it.
Oh,
They're
y'all
playing
played
the Cardinals too.
Yes, yeah.
Let's see. So I guess this will be Anthony because we're both
Yeah,
alphabet. Patriots.
Oh,
So wait a second. Does that go? This is bye week. This is their bye week because the last week's game is.
Ah, you know what? I didn't take them out. Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, because it's going to be their bye week.
No,
No. That game still got to be played from last week. They switched their bye
no,
week.
they're playing the Broncos.
They're playing the
though.
Broncos, dumbass.
Yeah.
Don't call me dumbass. First of all, that's on the list from last week.
So Patriots.
That's on
I
the
got
picks from last week, isn't it?
No, you
You
put it
guys
on this.
are dumbasses.
It's on this week's slate. It's on this week's slate.
Okay, whatever you guys, however you guys want to do it. Get rid of it for that last week. I thought you were
No,
going to keep it
dude,
last week and
it's
just
an
add it
actual
on to the
game.
picks. No,
It's an
I
actual-
understand that. They switched the bye week. I got it.
Jets for me. And here we go for Sloan.
PJ got the Jets.
Yeah.
Colts.
Sloan got the Colts. Nice. There we go.
What? Man,
Hey, the Colts. Hey,
killed me.
The Jets,
Ass
man.
quarterback too.
Jets, Dolphins.
Oh, they play the Bengals. They might have a chance.
PJ, you
They might
got the
have a
Jets?
chance with this old dude.
PJ, you got the Jets?
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn. That sucks.
Yep.
All right, Jonathan, run us through the games.
Anthony got the Patriots. You son of a bitch, I'm in. All right. Texans, Titans. Titans are still playing Sunday, right? Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Texans, Titans.
You know
These
what?
are all Sunday games.
Tennessee.
I'm gonna go Texans. I think old Big Romy Rome over there trying to have him doing something.
PJ, you said Texans?
No, I'm going Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go Texas. Let me tell you why. They playing tonight, and then they got to play the following Sunday. They're gonna be tired.
Damn, that's a tough one.
I'm going Texas. Just because of that, they got a short week to prepare. They got to turn around and come back and play. That's not good.
Yeah, I'm going Texans also. I like it. All right, next game, Bears, Panthers. Bears. I like their defense. They're playing well. I'm going Bears.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Panthers.
I'm going Chicago also.
I'm gonna go Panthers.
Yeah, Anthony's going to try to win one on us. All right.
Oh man, I'm going Khalil Mack.
All right.
So I'm going Bears.
Yes, sir. All right. Sloan's already got the Colts. Bengals, Colts.
I'm going Colts. They have like the best run defense in the league.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts also.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts. Colts as well.
Yeah, like you said, I love their defense. That's why I got them in fantasy.
Yeah, defense
All
is
right,
good.
it's fire. Lions, Jags.
I'm going Detroit.
Ooh.
They're coming off a bye week.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, that's right. Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lions. Yeah, I'm gonna go Lions.
What you got, Sloan?
I'm going Lions too. But I really don't like Matt Patricia. But I'm just gonna go Lions because I like Stafford since he's a Georgia guy. So
Lesser of two evils.
And he got a hot wife too. So
all right, here we go. This is the shake-up one. Falcons, Vikings. I'm going Vikings.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings. I think it's I'm gonna go Vikings.
In Minnesota, not like that.
Yeah, I'm going Vikings too.
All right.
Because I think the wheels are getting ready to come off down here in A-Town.
PJ.
Put it all the way across, Vikes.
All right. Washington Giants.
Ooh,
The football team.
I'm going Giants.
Yeah, I think the Giants get their first dub of the season.
Me too.
I'm going Giants.
Okay. Ravens, Eagles.
Baltimore all day long.
Yeah, Ravens, yeah, for sure.
Yep. Ravens there, Sloan.
I don't know what I got a feeling that oh man. I'm going Ravens. They're just a better football team overall.
Oh yeah.
Browns, Steelers.
This is a tough game, man.
Yeah.
But I am going with Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Browns. I think
Me too.
I think they're gonna come in here and run circles and stuff, and it's gonna be kind of hard for Pittsburgh to kind of keep up.
I'm going Browns.
I'm going Steelers because they're at home, and I think they're going to keep rolling. I just
I'm
think
going Browns because the Steelers they have defense, but they haven't been playing any juggernaut offenses.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say they're juggernaut, but they're good. Their offense.
I'm going
yeah, I was
Browns.
going to say
Once they started going with run
Pump and
first,
brakes on the juggernaut
pass second.
offense.
No,
You know, this is Cleveland's
I
first
said they
season.
haven't been playing any juggernaut offenses. I said they haven't been playing any juggernaut offenses.
I know. I don't think the Browns are a juggernaut offense, though. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't know that, but they run the ball very well. And if Baker Mayfield is turning his back to the defense, Baker Mayfield actually is better and underneath the center than he is in the shotgun. If he turns his back to the defense coming out, effective. I read a stat on that the other day. So if they keep that up, that coach figured it out.
I think Watt's going to give him fits. So, yeah.
Oh, there's also that guy Myles Garrett that's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll give Roethlisberger fits.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways there. All right. Packers, Bucks. I know who Anthony's going with.
Yeah, you do.
Green Bay all day long.
Me too. It was fun when I had to pick, when I made myself pick against them all the time.
It didn't work out in the end.
No, it didn't. They sucked that year.
We did when we got into
Sloan, who you got? Bucks or?
I'm going with the Packers. I'm going with the Packers.
All right. All right. We got Jets, Dolphins. Little divisional game. We know who PJ's going with.
Yeah, I'm going with Dolphins.
Me
Dolphins
too.
all the way.
You going Dolphins, Sloan?
I think I'm going with the Fins.
All right. Rams, 49ers.
Rams.
Yeah. Rams for sure. Yeah.
Because I don't know who's going to be the quarterback for the 49ers.
Yeah.
I agree. All right. Beathard, CJ Beathard. I think that's who they're going to throw out there. If it ain't going to be
Jimmy G.
If it ain't Jimmy G. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah.
Yeah, McKinnon's still hurt. Nope.
Yeah. Don't touch that. All right. Chiefs, Bills, Monday. Oh, wait, no, we'll do Broncos, Patriots. I'm sorry.
New England.
Yeah, New England, yes. Yes, sir. Patriots all day.
All right. You think Cam's going to start?
Well, I'm going with the Pats.
All right.
Yeah. They had nobody.
You think Cam will start? He keeps testing positive, man.
Did he test positive again?
Yeah.
No, he tested
I
positive.
think he did.
When?
Yeah, I think he did.
Cam just positive again?
Yeah, they tested him. I think they
What the
tested
hell that
him.
boy doing? He ain't out of strip club?
No, because you could test positive after having it after so long. You can still test positive. Yep.
Oh, because they say you're supposed to wait at least 21 days.
Some say 90. You can test positive up to 90 days. 60 to 90 days. They said they've having some people still testing positive. That's freaking crazy.
Yeah, that's
I think that people
somebody's lying. No, somebody's lying. And if that's the case, I know somebody's back out there on the trail.
Shopping for hats in the mall.
Hey,
that's what he was doing.
He's shopping for hats.
So
that's what they said he was doing in the mall. He had dinner.
For real?
With Steve, he had dinner with Gilmore. And that's how Gilmore got infected. So, anyways. All right, next game. Chiefs, Bills, Monday, 4 o'clock. Chiefs, Bills, Monday, 4 o'clock.
You know what? This is
Do it.
You know how hard of a pick this one is, considering they're not done playing yet. You would have a better gauge of what the Bills might look like against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs coming off a loss. If the Bills are also coming off a loss, then hard pick. If the Bills win tonight, then I will go with the Chiefs, because the Chiefs are going to be like, yo, we lost last week. Let's change our entire shit up. This is a good game. This is a fucking great matchup. Whoever does the selection for the schedules before the season, this matchup is fire.
Yeah.
Because we have the potential of both teams coming in at 4-1 or whatever. I'm gonna go Chiefs, just because I rarely see them, especially in the past 3 seasons, lose twice in a row. So
right. I wonder what the record is coming off a loss.
And Allen is not looking too spectacular under the big lights.
I'm going KC.
Okay.
I'm going Chiefs too.
Damn. That's a weird time, Monday, 4 o'clock.
Tonight.
Do what?
I won't be doing anything. I will be home that night.
I'm going to go Chiefs, too.
Yeah.
All right, last game, Monday night game, Cardinals, Cowboys.
Cardinals.
Little man going to set him on fire.
Yeah.
Little man going to set.
It's
here's
in
the thing. The Cowboys might run Zeke now for a change.
It's in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. They both play in a dome, so that's not. And there's not going to be. Well, I mean, I don't know how many people are letting in there, but I don't know. Judging from how many people Texas let into College Station on Saturday, it's like fucking 50% crowd, dude. It was loud. And
well, they have people at the Dallas game or the Cowboys game too.
Yeah.
Because there are people holding up their fingers for.
Yeah, I'm still going Cardinals.
TJ, you're contemplating. I see you thinking about this one.
Yeah.
He's wondering if it's going to be a let's play for Dak or the Cardinals just going to come in there and it's the Cardinals. So.
I mean,
you already know who I picked, Jonathan, right?
Yeah, I already got it written down.
Yep.
I'll go Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had to pick the Cowboys.
Man gonna come through.
Yeah, little man, that little kid, he.
We shall see.
Little
All right,
man,
guys.
I know I won't see the end of it.
All right, so yeah, that's our picks for the games. As we let the season, as we're still watching the rest of Week 5 wind down, which is they're about to go to halftime, and we're about to wrap this up. And we'll
Anthony's timer done run out.
do what?
He said your timer
fell off the wheel.
you froze up.
Oh, did I? Yeah. Whenever I freeze up, all of you guys just freeze up, and it just looks like y'all are froze, but it's really me. So yeah. As we watch, then they just scored a touchdown with like 15 seconds that they did.
Yeah.
So Tennessee's on top as we wrap this up,
yep.
20-10.
Ran it in.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill. Yeah.
Nobody wants to touch any of them. They think they're gonna get COVID.
Nah, they're being pretty physical. But yeah, so that's the show this week. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Wasn't very many, but I appreciate everybody who watches this after the fact. After this game is done with, and watch our picks and things of that nature. Did they? Yep, 21-10. Buffalo. Josh Allen looking not so good under those bright lights right now.
No, sir.
Which the first pick that you talked about, PJ, though, that went right off the receiver's chest. Like he caught it here and it just bounced off and it got picked off. So we'll see what happens with the rest of that game. PJ, man, final thoughts on this week and what's going on?
Man, let's just hope for a week of no COVID. Let's. I want to see healthy teams. I want to see no more injuries. And I want to see every game played on the schedule. Nice.
I think everybody.
Tannehill just hurt his knee.
Looked like he did.
He hyperextended his knee.
He tweaked it a little
Jumping
bit.
into the end zone.
Yep. Well, he didn't even have to. He was just being a little,
Well,
he was just trying to be cute. See, when you're non-athletic, you can't do athletic stuff like that.
And there you have it.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. I saw that behind you, Jonathan. So, final thoughts on this week, or the week's not over yet, but final thoughts. What you got?
No, man, I'm just glad to be back home and had a good vacation, and I'm ready to watch some weird football because it's been weird, man, to me. I mean, look at the crowd there. That's just some weird stuff. But no, man, I'm just glad to be back. Got to be back home and comfortable.
All right, man. And Sloan, man, your final thoughts on this week of the season, whether it be college or NFL, what you got, man?
Well, for college, OU will win this week because they have a bye, which is good. No defense.
Sloan, great. Yeah.
And for my take on football, the longer we play, the longer the NFL play, these old quarterbacks are getting more and more exposed. Like we all said that they need to sit their ass down and take the money and go home. Because the longer they play, the worse they're gonna get. It ain't gonna get any better. Because you're old.
Yeah, I have to second PJ's thing. I hope we have some more clean weeks, some more just healthy weeks of football. And the things we talked about this episode obviously were, contingent plans, what the NFL should have done with scheduling or whatever. Hopefully everything works out in the end where if the season has to be pushed back, it's not like, we're in April and shit. Because I think that would be pretty bad. You know what I mean? But, push back a couple weeks. Take a week. If they have another week of rash outbreaks as far as whatever teams that is, take a couple weeks off. Just put a big split in the middle. Everybody has a few weeks bye along with their other buys, and then we move along and continue with the season if need be. If it stays as it is now, where teams are looking healthy, no more positive tests, then keep the season as it is, and we'll take it week by week, as they like to say in sports. Period. But yeah, so that's the show this week, you guys. We're glad you watched. Glad you are fans of the show. We'll continue to watch this game because it's looking like Tennessee might be. But as we've seen with primetime games in the recent weeks, there ain't no telling. Tennessee's up right now, but there could be an entirely
a lot of teams winning it in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Like did you see Pete Carroll's speech to his team after?
Yeah.
Is the game won in the first quarter? No. Second quarter? No.
No.
Well, he still had chewing gum in his mouth, and he was out.
Yeah.
Had the lights blinking.
You know what? Pete Carroll should shed it. Well, you know what's so funny? Pete Carroll should shut his damn mouth. He should say, "Does everybody have Russell Wilson as their quarterback?" No, that's why we win in the fourth
That's
quarter.
exactly what.
Everybody had DK Metcalf or DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
No.
And one thing before we get out here, hey, Russell doing it too, man. When they had him post game, he had there's a lion. He had a picture of a lion in the background of him when he was on NFL Network, and he was there was a picture. He was just he. I think he's coming of his status as far as.
Did you guys see?
What's up?
He should get the MVP. He should get the MVP. Hey, did you guys see that the stats they had, all the quarterbacks that got drafted when Russell Wilson and Cousins got drafted, when First Cousin and Russell Wilson got drafted? They all are out of the league now. All the quarterbacks are out of the league except those two guys.
Well, no, what's the name still in there too, but he ain't starting though. RG3 was in. He got drafted that year too.
Yeah, he's in the Ravens.
Man, I'm talking about guys that start. RG out of football. He just didn't check to pay that baby mama divorce off. That's all. That's what he hanging on for. Come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys next week. This is Instant Replay. Out.
Peace.